Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's Monday. It's madness. It's Midtown. And it's showtime. Hi guys, I'm back. And ready to go. We'll start off with a few waves of cosmic difficulty Midtown now that I have two characters qualified through the cosmic trial to do cosmic difficulty instanced content like this. Oh, I already killed the Mega Sentinel, I'm sure. Everyone always kills the Mega Sentinel first. And he's the only one who drops loot, which means these other one don't. But somebody was kind enough to drop crap loot where somebody else might pick it up accidentally. Come on, guys, if you're playing this game, don't be a jerk. Take a few steps away before you drop your loot, you trolls. Yeah, it was a 1,000,000-point hit. Plus. This is Man-Ape. M'Baku from the movies is quite different. Missed me. I mean, he's not completely a good guy, but he's mostly a good guy. All right, let's see. How about we go Let me pick up my Eternity Splinters. I'm going to be spending those shortly. The plan is we'll finish off a few rounds of Midtown here at Cosmic Difficulty. And then we'll pick out our new character. I'm the mightiest symbiote of the galaxy. And level them up to 60. That's the plan. Oops, wrong way. Oops, wronger way. There we go. I accidentally removed the minimap. Didn't want to do that. Didn't want to do that. All right, we will drop this in at a bank. Quiet down there. We'll sell those two things. I guess you'll have to do. That one for credits and that one for much less credits. I think we can open up the Odin ones because they're not that likely to have uniques. Yeah. 1.3 million each, and it's only 160 million for an infinity orb. All right, 5 bosses. No waiting. That was 1.139 million damage. He just ate, and then Blob jumped on me, and I ate a bunch. Pyro's out, Blob's out, Magneto's out, a couple more of them coming. There's Sauron. I know about the character Sauron. I do not know about anything about the comic book character Sauron, although I must have looked it up at some point. Or the highway. The day belongs to Sauron, and yet Sauron is down. And that's how fast. Note, that's a whole lot of beams.
I'm sure I wouldn't mind wielding a hammer like that.
Midtown Madness at cosmic level is quite remunerative. At least in terms of obvious looty bits. What's irritating is when people drop their extra stuff right here, where other people will pick it up instead of just, moving a few short steps away before they throw away their crap. And I myself, he's back. Is anyone fighting him? Somebody is. There are a couple of good things he drops, so Manic drops a couple of goodies that are worth trying to track down. Right. Hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him again. Back off for a little nice, quiet, ranged action. Moving in when necessary to give him a little boot to the head. Oh, I wasted my signature. Oh well. We did not get any of his particularly good items. So we'll now go downstairs to where we can have a little peace and quiet. If you're playing the game, you always want to open your boxes in the shield training room. It's cosmic. This is also cosmic, but I prefer to actually not have a whole bunch of other people running around when I'm sorting through my loot. Did we actually spill over into the inventory? We did! Spill over into the overflow inventory that belongs to our companion. Our team up, as they're called. Now, we're going to open up the cards. I don't think those are drop character specific stuff. The Helm of Doom. I don't think I have one of those. Quite the welcome present. We will drop the 10 relics. We definitely want to keep the Helm of Doom. Not there. Not there. There. Drop below health. I'm not sure that actually gets used, but I don't think I have one, so now I have one. Got one more card. 10 more relics. We're going to open the rest of these up on other characters who may not have complete kits of uniques. Cool uniques on them. How about Rocket? Recently got a costume for Rocket. He's now in the original
I can't wait to show you what I'm made of.
Rocket costume. We do not expect much out of this except XP. Especially the Odin boxes. Cosmic Reliquaries. Let's see. Star-Lord. When you critically hit with a ranged power, your allies gain slow and health. Probably better than the one I'm currently using, albeit not good. Let's open the rest of these up. Drax the Destroyer. That's got to be melee. Brutals. Madam Hydra Medallion. It's not a bad one, but I just don't think it's a particularly good item. Cosmic Reliquary, Scroll Avengers. That's not good numbers. It'll take me a minute here. This is why I prefer to do it in my own little space. Insignia of the Falcon. Hit with a power, your allies gain damage rated versus Vuln. I don't remember if I have any Vuln on this, but attack speed would be good, but move speed could be better. Black Cat Medallion. Good numbers. Well, mostly good numbers. I just don't think that that is one that's going to get used by anyone other than Black Cat. And Black Cat isn't in game as a playable hero, so there's that. Okay, give me just a second here. There is so much loot that if I were wise, which I think we can all agree I'm not, I would have a dump tab and just dump it all out. 2 Edge of Infinity. Edge of Infinity is not like an incredible item, but it is a very good item for a lot of characters. So we continue to hold on to these anytime we get them. You'll note we have, what, 5, 6 right there? All right. All right, that's a little creepy. There's an infinity point. Only 161 million for the next. Almost there, guys. These are worth 1.357 million. So those Odin marks gave us good XP, a couple of Odin runes, and a couple of other runes. Oh, we'll drop these off in the appropriate places. These are the common runes. There are a couple of less common ones in there, and then most of the really rare ones or the gifted ones are down here. Now we should start getting some uniques. I say, and then we get no uniques. Yay, we got a unique. It is the Apprehended Array. So, current build doesn't use that for rocket, but we want to hold on to it. But you can only you really want to kind of put it into a rocket-specific basket. Do we have one? I don't think we do. We do have one. We do have a rocket raccoon basket. So the Apprehended Array will go there. Those are... That's not... That is what we're using. We're also using that. So we'll check and see if those are improvements. Oh, we got one more box. This has one more energy. Is better. It's clearly better. All right, it says less intelligence. We can't afford, even if the stats, most of the stats are better, but that one is not. You can't afford to lose 2 of your primary stats because that's where your damage multipliers are. Each point in the primary stats is worth 4% increased damage as a multiplier. So we have 42 total. That's almost 170% additional damage. So now what are we going to do? Well, we're going to go upstairs to Avengers Tower. The excitement is palpable. No, I can palp it. We're going to buy a new hero. So we're going to move 400 splinters into 900 Gs. Gs were purchased in the original when the game was live, but now we have a conversion, and they cranked the value up on the drops for Eternity Splinters to basically make everything that was purchasable available, and a lot more splinters for everything in the game. Now, the character. So, there's one character with a particularly cool mechanic. Unlike pretty much all the rest of the characters, Her own skills are terrible. But what she can do is steal the skills of other heroes and villains. And so there's basically every hero in the game and every villain in the game she can steal a single power from, and then she can mix and match her powers as she likes. It's a terrifically interesting, cool mechanic. We will rewind her. We will summon Rogue.
I reckon they're in for a world of hurt.
We'll give her Jessica Jones, who is pretty much universally considered to be the best starting companion. Synergies. Well, first of all, her powers. That's the biggest one. Focused on a hero, boss, or team up, steal their power, adding it to your stolen power collection. Stolen trait collection, trait stealing, and trait stealing. I don't know. Oh, I guess you can have 3 of them equipped as 3 of their stolen traits equipped. So you don't just steal their skills, you steal their traits too. So if I was to walk over to, say, this individual. Thanks, Gabi. Just freaking just fly away like that. That's not nice. I have a stolen power available. What is it? We don't know. Power from the power tree. I have to learn how this character's powers work. Again, it's been a few years, you know? Well, I believe I stole that from the Punisher. Well, let's see. When we get to here, we'll just take cool, obvious stuff. Blade has health on hit. That would be good. Deflects. I don't think she by default has any deflects. Health on hit and health on hit. Good. Doctor Doom. Good. Fizz damage and damage versus bosses. Sure. Movement and critical damage. I'll repeat that. Area damage or pickup. Sure, why not? Fizz and health regen. Sure. Squirrel Girl gets chosen for everybody. Dark Machinist, good evening. Welcome. And Punisher. Those will work for now. So now we head back out to Midtown, but this character is brand new. Can't go to cosmic difficulty at level 1. I helped them. I just leveled up. That's what's happening to me. Aerial onslaught attacked. That's one of my actual skills, not a stolen skill, I do believe.
Shut that down hard.
Yes. Melee attack. We don't understand yet how these stealing powers work. In time, we'll figure it out. How you doing, DM? Here we have Storm and her team up of Doctor Strange. Let's go ahead and summon our team up. Jessica Jones.
Just what we do.
11 Eternity Splinters. We just got back 1/16 of what we spent for the character. All right, bosses coming up right now. 5 bosses. So what we're going to do... Ooh, we definitely want to steal powers from them if we can. New stolen power available. Steal a power from Pyro. Steal a power from Blob. Steal a power from Sabretooth. See, this is what makes Rogue cool. Is eventually I'll be able to use one stolen power from each hero. I'm up to level 4. Rogue is one of the more interesting characters I've ever seen in a game. Where she can steal one power from every hero and villain and team up in the game and then arrange them to her liking. It's just a really ingenious approach to the character and to more generally character design. I'm doing okay. I had to have groceries delivered because my car has a flat tire and I need to take care of that, which is gonna suck, you know. Well, I was going to steal this guy's power, but they stole his life first. Life continues. It can be very annoying at times. Sure as hell can. Hey, Jessica, how about I steal your power, too? Yeah, I do, but I need new tires anyway, so I'm just going to get new tires. Let me really quickly go back down here, as opening the chests up here will probably give me enough experience to hit level 10. Well, certainly will. And level 10 will give me my movement power. That's a really good starting mutation. Yes, I'm mutated. I'm already level 12. And frankly, at my age, the idea of trying to that's a low-level unique we can wear. The idea of changing a spare or changing a tire myself.
Now that's what I call a pick-me-up.
I think that's more work than I would consider wise. Okay, this needs to go in there and here, I think. Yep, there. So we're already at level 20. Crushing blows, vaulting uppercut, aerial onslaught. All right, we haven't opened up any traits yet. Is it right? It's right click. It gives us access. Swooping flames. Urban remodeling. Magnetic attraction. Belly flop. Oh, we'll go with belly flop for sure. That's one I stole from Blob. So what I'm going to do is level up to about 32 to 36 in Midtown. We'll then move on to the store end. Damn it, they've killed one of the Doom bots. Hey, I belly flopped. I don't think I could actually drain the Dune bots. Sad. But what I can do is... I drained something from Gambit. Let's see, that's Vision, I think. Missed him. Bullseye, I think. Nope, they just finished him. Stolen power available. So it's just a really, really cool character design. Which I don't mean the visual design. No, we don't open those here. You get so much less XP. That's dumb, Lens. Why be dumb? Be smart. Lens. Lens. Huh? Try to be smart. What? Exactly. Dark Machinist has reached a 10-stream streak. Proving that he is a loyal, if somewhat questionable in terms of taste, individual. I already have their stolen power. Well, I don't want to try to steal powers from people whose powers I already have. What's the point in that? I'll have to go to the main hubs and steal powers from everybody. And the bad guys, as I run into them... There's Vision again. We already grabbed Viz. If you know what I mean. War Machine, I think. Good evening. What's up? I am Rogue. One of the most interesting character designs I've ever seen in any game. Hey, 11 more Eternity Splinters. We've already got an eighth of the Eternity Splinters we've spent. That is excellent. Doc Octopus and 5 others. I have stolen a power. I already have Electros, really? Grim Reaper? No, we must have queued up the you already have these. Already have that. Craven. Venom. Lizard, Ding 22. Don't know how many of those I actually got. That was Venom. Already had that, it says. The visual feedback, not as quick as I would like. You'll note a lot less in the way of chests in the green difficulty as opposed to the cosmic yellow difficulty. So I will go down once again. Always open your boxes in the shield training room at cosmic level. You get 240% more XP. More XP is gooder. 24. 26. 27. I have a sneeze coming. 28. Sneeze. I believe I got that muted in time. So you didn't have to hear me sneeze. Level 29, a level 30. We will do one more iteration of Midtown, and then we will hop into the story and buzz through that pretty quick. To get to level 60, we'll pop back into Midtown at red difficulty to get her fully kitted up with a full set of uniques. I might as well put these on her. They're low level, which means none of my characters are going to want them in the future, so we might as well just drop them on her right now. At this point, I get to level 60, the cap, very quickly. So it's not even anything you want to, like, oh, I want to save this for my next character when they're leveling, because it takes less than an hour to level now. Thank you, Bunky Junk. So here you can see the powers we have stolen so far. Static Field, that's Electro. Raging Cajun, that's got to be Gambit. Reaping Scythes, that's the Grim Reapers. Swooping Flames, that's Sauron. And only 3 bosses up. This is a crap wave. Where is everybody? I have a new power stolen. Let's grab bullseyes. Grabbed bullseyes, and that just leaves Rhino. There we go. We got all 3 of their powers. Basically, every hero... Oh, I almost died. I can't believe I didn't die. Must be because I just leveled up. What makes it so interesting is you can steal 1 power from every character in the game. Every hero, every bad guy, every team-up. And then you can mix and match them any way you want. It's a design masterpiece. And it captures the character, too. All right, so we will open these up, get us to 32 plus. A ring, well, we'll put that on. Health, medkit, heals for 20% additional health and defense rating. Really solid for level 30.
Now that's what I call a pick-me-up.
Level 31. Oh, we didn't quite make it to 32. Oh, no. I have let you all down. Did I not set this for Cosmic? I did not set this for Cosmic. That's why. All right. To make up for that, one more Midtown. Midtown in green. You need to open them up at yellow. I cost myself 240% extra XP on every one of those. Because I'm bad at games, okay? You happy now? I'm bad at games. Devastating Charge. That's Rhinos. I have Kree Charge. 4681. Oh, his is way better. Rhino's charge is way better than hers. Who would have thought? Who else do we have? Lightning Orb. Oh, I like lightning orbs. And I cannot lie. And, you know, the belly flop, sure, it's fine, but it's just not me. There we go. And here we get the traits. So, for instance, if I choose Venom's traits, my damage goes up, my critical hit multiplier goes up. Gabi. Basically, these are the traits I can get that I've stolen from individuals. We'll just pick 3 at random. Gabi, Lizard, and do we have a third guy who's green? Pyro? No. I'm sorry, I have to draw the line at Aussies. Oops! Sorry, did I say that out loud? And it's showtime. 4 boss wave. It's fine. All right, we stole Lady Deathstrikes. Oops. We stole Gorgons. We stole Electras, and I believe we already have Bullseyes. Yeah, we already have Bullseyes. So now I'll start using some of my stolen powers. We shall meet again. Don't know how. Don't know when. All right, we will open these, and remember this time to go to the cosmic opening room. Lens. I'm sorry, I forgot. Yeah, I know. I know you forgot. Well, stop forgetting. Kids today forgetting things all the time. Growing up in a damn bond. Pardon me, I'm babbling. Yellow. Cosmic. You can check that by looking at the mini-map. It's got a yellow ring around it. Day rune. I used 6 of those just a couple of days ago. Ding 32. $33. Got a second unique. 34. This is the extreme bodysuit. Okay, we are now going to put away the goodies we just picked up, and we are going to run through the storyline pretty quickly. Not the whole thing, just enough to get us to 60. We need the prologue. At green difficulty. The reason you can do this is the reward for finishing missions in the storyline scales. And so you want to, although it feels silly, even if you got a new character, you want to level pretty high up. I think the numbers for your first character is something like 42 or 48. Before you start the storyline. You have an XP bonus, a large one, for the number of characters you have at the cap, up to 200%. So right now I have a 200% XP bonus, so I level up really quick. What a shock. Okay, laser. Living laser. Oh, I should steal his power. Oh, already had that one. Oh, sorry, man. I didn't mean to steal your power again.
Good work taking down Living Laser. No wonder Fury speaks so highly of you.
Right now, I've just been sort of picking powers at random. Well, whatever that was, it sucked all the bad guys in, or that was probably actually Jessica Jones.
That should keep the rest of the cells locked up tight. I just wish.
And next up is Gabi. He's green. He's a goblin. He's the Green Goblin.
Gold breaking out of the pen.
We've already stolen his. It's time to play. Something wrong, Gobby? Are you in pain? Does it hurt? Show me where the bad rogue touched you repeatedly with her fists. We'll just punch him with whoever's stolen power that is. That might even be one of ours. Not even stolen at all. It's never over. It's kind of over.
Now that's what
Ding 35.
me up.
Let's go flying.
The rapid assault was spectacular.
Working with Hydra. Disgusting.
Hill here. Man of Steel.
We're in Devil's Kitchen,
I thought I was done with it.
where Daredevil hangs out, you know?
Just keep getting dragged back.
All right. In here we can see that Venom has been at work.
Now that's what
Level 36. Whistling through the graveyard.
Someone tells me you didn't hire me for my investigative abilities. Something tells me you didn't hire me for my investigative abilities.
Yeah, you just said that, Jess.
Don't worry about me. I like that.
Oh, okay, that's more of an attack than the move. Or I guess we used all of our charges? I thought it had 3 charges. Oh, we're going to have to change that back then. That's an actual combat move rather than a... Let's take care of that right now. Yeah, there's a 6-second cooldown. We can't have that. We need a movement skill that's a movement skill, you know? Hi, Venom. I already stole your skill, so don't worry about that. Not that I want your stupid skills anyway. When I can just sit here and punch you. Come on. Give it up, Venom. You're done. You know it. More Eternity Splinters. And another level or 2?
is the world
Level 38. New power unlocked. Stolen power collection. Yeah, we got a lot of those. And here we've got Doc Ock, and I think we already stole his. Oh no, this takes us to Shocker. And we haven't stolen his. His power, of course, consists of making this gesture. Really, the guy who came up with the character had to be appalled when he saw what had Also, what also was now referred to as the Shocker. No. He's a guy who's got electrical skills. Yeah, it's pretty shocking. That's not what I meant. All right, new power. Feel the superhero power of punching. Ding 40.
I'd do a victory dance, but I'm afraid I got 2 left feet.
He does have the electric touch and kind of a magnetic personality. Who would have thought you could become a supervillain by scooting your feet along the carpet repeatedly? But evidently that's a thing. Back when the game was live, I had all of the characters at the cap, and I had prestiged a number of them. Prestige resets your character's level to 1, and when you reach level 60 again, you have a new color name. That's it. That's the only thing you get from Prestige, changing the color of your name. However, getting that yellow name requires a genuinely stupid amount of work.
Not on your life, sugar.
I already have that stolen power, I know, but I wanted him to feel hopeless. Oh, wrong button. Oh, wrong button. Hi, Clea.
I'm getting better permanently.
Good evening, my friend. I hope you are well. Ding 42. Life, the universe, and everything. Is this the... You'll see a lot of me around?
Just thought I'd mention the fact that you may see a lot of you around.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big part of why we're after the talent. Something seems to be playing jump rope
Ding 43.
inside the rally.
Let's see what powers we have access to. We've got access to more. Let's see. Urban remodeling. Static field. That's electros, right? Yeah. These are my own. That one I'm not impressed with so far. Rubble storm. Let's give that a try. Sure. We'll throw some rocks around. Southern Belle. Well, that is me. I am very much the Southern Belle, don't you think?
You're pretty much the ultimate
Yankee dancer.
I like it.
Let's see. Raging Cajun. Laser shift. Is that a movement skill? That's a movement skill.
You don't have superpowers, but I'm the good guy supposed to forgo the shooty killing route.
Shadow strike. Let's go ahead and put that there. And now we're off to Jersey.
I have a course laid in.
Of course, to Jersey. So across the river. That must be a tough course to put into your Quinjet. Flying across the river.
Hey, up yours, buddy.
That wasn't me. That's my team up. Jessica, she's got a mouth on her.
Okay, but I warn you, I have a throbbing headache right now.
Thanks for sharing.
Not on me, that sugar.
Back out we go. I fly through the air with the greatest of ease. Daring young Lens and his flying rogue squeeze. Whoa, pretty good. I actually rhymed it. There's no bad guys in here to steal powers from.
Now that's what I call a pick-me-up.
Ding 45, though. So this character will not be finished tonight. We'll get them to the cap, but we need to steal a lot of skills to come up with a good build. I should have stayed at Google. Yeah.
Something tells me you didn't hire me for my investigative abilities.
Which skill is that? Reaping Size, the Grim Reaper.
Finders keepers.
And those guys, I got no idea what the hell his actual powers are. Sure, but we'll throw that in there for now. We can always sell it later.
What's happened to me? Am I getting even stronger?
I wonder if she hates it when the bad guys keep calling her Rouge.
Hush your mouth.
Next up, Taskmaster. Not sure if we stole his or not. I don't think so. All right. Class is in session.
Okay, but I warn you, I have a throbbing headache right now.
We're going to skip the best cinematic in the game, the Taskmaster Institute. 1860 got kill.
I don't have time for this.
Pardon the yawn.
I'm getting better permanently.
Ding 48. And that's an infinity point earned. Let's see, I think the last one took 161 million XP for realsies. Oh, that's my level, not the infinity point. You don't get to see the infinity point display until we hit infinity point levels, which is 60. But we are continuing to get them. All of our XP goes into that as well. You know, he says that, but I'm kind of dubious that he actually almost beat Thor with anything. Missed me, and now you gotta, well, not kiss me, because frankly, the skull mask is a turnoff, dude. Oh, let's make sure we've got his... Oh, we have a new stolen power. Another 9 Eternity Splinters. We've got like 40 or 50 Eternity Splinters or more already. And she cost 400.
Just 'cause I touched Carol Danvers.
Now, early on, I was buying random hero boxes for 175 splinters, but now I have enough characters that I don't feel like it's worthwhile, as duplicates become increases to the ultimate power, which is not a big power boost. So, next up, the Hood. Another one of the sort of C-tier bad guys that I only know about because of this game. Same sort of thing is true for a couple of other superhero games. DCUO, Marvel Puzzle Quest, which I played for a while. A lot of D and F tier heroes and villains in that one. All right.
Oh, I've been looking forward to this.
He's been looking forward to this. And I've got his power.
These guns aren't just a show.
Really? Yeah, that kind of hurt. Fortunately, I can shrug it off. Where the Hood? Where the Hood? They're the Hood. Well, that sucked. I've been looking forward to this. Oh, that sucked. Every superhero ever, or supervillain. I've been looking forward to this. Well, that sucked. Ding 53. If you're wondering what all these boxes are, they have story rewards that can be crafting materials, but can also be cores or catalysts, they're called now. And might as well wait until I'm 60 and get a good one. I think we're off to Madripoor. Madripoor is kind of their version of Singapore, except Singapore also exists. So it's like Singapore, but possibly less money, so it would be called Singaporer, I guess. Singaporer. It's a joke. Am I not getting back in there? Did I miss my turn? No, here we are. I did miss my turn. But my current makeshift build is crap. So I won't mince any words about that. It's crap. Where Rogue gets good is when she starts using her synergies. But you don't really have synergies when you only have a few of the skills to choose from. So until I do, she's not going to be a murdering machine. Ding 54. Are you actually a fan of the Hood, Dark Machinist, or were you simply responding to like the screen? He's another one of those heroes I basically don't know much about. I know he's got I believe it's magical hood, allows him to teleport pretty much anywhere, and that has pretty much summed up my knowledge of the Hood. Speaking of the Grim Reaper, he's another one. I know nothing about him other than his arm accoutrement is really silly looking. And apparently he's got magical death powers, life-draining powers. It's not clear at all. But I've already got his power. He wants to see me bleed, but you're the Grim Reaper. Don't you want to see me die, not bleed? I mean, sure. But you see, I already have that stolen power. That's on my S key right now. Let's finish him off with it, because I like the irony. Whiner. He's a big complainer.
Okay, but I want
58, 59?
throbbing headache.
50, only 56? I was robbed. Robbed, I say. I was wobbed. All right, now we've got to blow up 3 little snaky altars. Why aren't they blowing up? Maybe because you weren't hitting one of them? You dumbass. What? Oh, no need to be mean. Actually, there kind of is. Stop being dumb. What? And snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? So we'll finish up the leveling. Won't take another few minutes. We'll then get back to Midtown at red difficulty, which is the intermediate difficulty. The highest you can get to without going through the cosmic trial, which is no joke. The cosmic trial is a challenge. And we'll use that to get the level 60 uniques for the character. Grab any additional skills we can. Probably switch back to Thor then. He's my main. As I didn't have much trouble, actually. I was surprised how easily I could get the Cosmic done. Tried Cosmic on a couple characters that I thought had a chance. They didn't.
Am I getting stronger?
I saw a number of people at Sting58 talking about how the easiest to get cosmically clear was Carnage. And so I leveled up Carnage and got through on my first try, but it wasn't easy. It was very close. I had to use my ultimate on the first boss before you get to the second. And then finish with about 10 seconds to spare, so it was close. I think I've got 5 minutes for the first boss and 5 minutes for the second boss. And the bosses don't even show up until you've thumped a whole bunch of their minions. But Thor was much easier. I finished with over a minute. Thor was one of my... Ding 59 was one of my favorites I remember from when the game was originally live. So I enjoyed Thor, Doctor Doom, Doctor Strange, Loki. Characters I made sure to get pretty early myself in this game. I was pleased when Nodnox asked for Doctor Strange. And I said, you know what? One of my favorites too, the mere fact that you've asked, let's make it Doctor Strange. And so I grabbed him instead of one of the random boxes. The random boxes are just kind of fun though too. But once you've got, there are 58 of the 63 characters that are available that you can get through the random boxes. And once you're over about 30, your odds stop being very good to get when you don't already have. And at one point I got 5 in a row that I already had. And that kind of took some of the joy out of the experience. Now, if you can get one for 400 of your choice and you spend 700 and get 5 repeats, it's just disappointing. Yep. This is probably going to take a while to beat. what's her face? Electra. Oh, but we can move our SIG, our signature skill. That'll help. Oh, you think you can get away? That's 60 woot. We can also use our ultimate on her then. We'll be using both our ultimate and our SIG on Electra at the top. Yeah. Oh, dozo yoroshiku.
Didn't hire me for my investigative abilities.
Oop, in here. In here. In here. Hi, how you doing? She hit him with a car. Which I'm fine with. Thank you, Jessica. I don't want to leave the quest area unfinished. I swear to God, no joke, it really does sound to me like she's saying your face is sealed. All right, there's Electra. Let's ultimate. Oh, I've got new skills. I have no idea what they are. I'm pushing buttons, guys. I am furiously pushing buttons. We've almost got her. There we go. We got her. More Eternity Splinters. Grab this. Talk to them. Back to Avengers Tower. Out onto the streets of Midtown Manhattan where madness reigns.
I'm done with the hero game, but I just keep getting dragged back.
Heroes Commendation Achievement. That's getting a level 60. 423 of them. We'll get some crafting materials here, and we'll see if we get a good genetic mutation. Look like they're all going to be purples. That's less impressive. That's not bad. Gaining health on hit always is a good one, especially if you're just leveling up and stuff. Physical and energy. Energy and mental. Probably better that one. Yep, and we'll sell these. We will drop unmasked, please, Alfred. Oh, I'm sorry, Jarvis. You know, billionaires, Jarvis, Alfred. Challenges, Midtown Red. Now that we're level 60, we're basically relying on everyone else to kill the mobs while we steal their powers and then throw in an occasional attack. The bosses are up. It is the Brotherhood of Mutants. I think we have all of these already. We'll find out. Magneto, we already have. No, we have Blah. I know we've got Pyro. Do we have Toad? We have Toad now. I already have Magneto. Who are we missing? Sabretooth, I think we've already got. Yeah, we already have. I'll also note my stats are really low. I'm pretty sure we got Sauron already. Yeah. Better move! Better move! Really. As a big guy, I can assure you I would never say I'm large and in charge. Failed! Well, you're just a failure. What can we say? Pyro. That would be Hulk. The one yelling Hulk smash, that would be Hulk. Defeated by mere mammals. But the war goes on.
To get to the other side, right?
We've got Madness, we've got Midtown, Madness, Fortune cards, we've got Odin stuff. Hella herd of Winnebagos, we're giving them away. Let's go downstairs, into the basement, into the lab and see what's on the slab. Open everything up in cosmic level again. Insignia of Kitty Pride. Use a power. Everybody gains deflect. Damage rating versus unaware. Movement speed. That's really not good. I'm not going to say it's terrible, but it's bad. We'll use that because we're just going to throw it away if we don't. Need more Odin marks. Always need more Odin marks. Odin marks are used to equip rune words and to also enchant your items. Basically, it's 300 for an item to buy, and then you need to put rune words on it, which uses runes, and then you need to enchant, which takes a lot more of the Odin marks. That is a rogue unique. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for specifically rogue uniques. That goes there. The rest of these, that goes there. And the rest of these sell. We go back upstairs and we wait for more bosses. On red difficulty. Once we get her a full kit of uniques, I'll be swapping back to Thor. And we'll just be doing a bunch here and then probably bopping back and forth between Thor and her and have her opening the boxes to see if she can get better versions of her uniques. One of the things you do a lot of as you're trying to make a character, stronger is doing these kind of events, things that pop up once a week, trying to find better versions of the uniques for your build. A lot of the time those are specific for your character, but not all of them. It's the Hood, and we know we've stolen his. Yep, we already have that stolen power, we knew. Who else? Over there we should be getting Taskmaster, right? No. Living Laser, I think we've already stolen. Living Laser, yeah, and I'm pretty sure we already got Taskmaster too. We do. Or the highway. Guys, why don't you pull Taskmaster over here where the other guys are? Maybe we can get, you know, our AEs. A-ing them right in the E. Or E-ing them in the general A. How about that? That probably works a little better, right? Ooh, ow. Dude, come on, man. Don't be dumb. Don't stand out there and just wail on the guy when you can drag him over here and we can all get credit. I am dubious that he's learned his lesson, you know? Yeah, that jerk killed the thing by himself over there. Why are you dumb? My people are dumb.
How's about a victory party in my honor?
Trust me, Dad.
Sure, a victory party in your honor sounds nice. You're buying? Start grabbing a couple of random medallions and see if we can get a decent one. Let's see, extreme bodysuit. We already have one of those. This one looks like significantly better stats across the board. So yeah, we'll go with that. We will go downstairs because this will be fast. How many level 60 characters do I have now? 33, I think, or 34, something like that.
A job like this involves a lot of hazard pay.
Heroes and villains both. It comes pretty fast. Once you get a couple, the first one that you get to the level cap gets you a 30% XP bonus. The second one makes it 50%. And then I think it's 65 or 60, and eventually they're 5% each until you get to 200%. Once you're at 200% XP, they come very fast.
Let me tell you the situation.
And it is just as in Guild Wars 2, there's a lot of good sort of supplementary synergy from having one character of each class or each profession. In this game, you have a number of different advantages from multiple characters. You have the literal synergies, which are over here. Basically, any of your characters, you can choose up to 10 of them, and they have an ability that works with yours. Rogue, for instance, has Spirit on hit and Health on hit. So we're going to remove Rocket Raccoon for now and just add Rogue in. And these are the current synergies they have selected. You can see all of those have small, but in some cases quite substantial buffs. And this is the entire 63 characters that are playable, characters and villains, heroes and villains, and then you have these team-ups as well, basically acting as a pet that you have. They follow you around. You don't really have control over them.
So what?
Doom over Manhattan. These are the Doom bots. I don't know if I can steal a power from them or not, but I'm about to find out. Yeah, I already stole it from the first time the Doom bots showed up. I thought so. What I do need to start doing is stealing more powers from the other players and their team-ups. So I just stole powers from Doctor Strange, Deadpool, I already had that one. Don't recognize who that is. have to be careful with the Doom bots. They have this very slow-moving sphere attack that hits like a bazooka. And you can get shotgunned by 2 or 3 of them at once, and you're dead before you even see it's there. Oh, I was hitting the wrong button, guys. My fault. Entirely my fault. Not any of your fault. I know you feel guilt that it couldn't possibly have been me, and yet it was.
Idiot brain will explode like a grape.
Let's see. I think we've already got him, but we'll make sure. We didn't get any notification. We'll try again. There we go. New power stolen from him. How about Black Cat? Says I already have that? Really? Nope. Didn't. Must have hit something else. Another player, probably. Oh. Bullseye still up. Oh, we missed something back here. Well, let's finish this off. Crossbones, you're going down. Yeah, you ain't humanity, Ace. Yeah, we missed a unique back here, because, don't know. Deaf, dumb, and blind? Or possibly just blind? Back down to the shield training room. Goodies. Let's see. Those are not particularly good goodies. No, those aren't bad goodies. We have a unique. It is a Cloak of the Reaper, a unique for Rogue. Let's see, almost 1.4 million for each of those orbs we're getting. That is the Bomber Jacket, which is a Rogue unique. So it's better than the sort of generic one we were using. Oh, Odin Mark. We want the Odin Marks. Couple more Odin Marks, another unique. It is one we already have. The Extreme Bodysuit. The numbers are slightly better, so we'll go with it. The Apocalypse Armor, no, that's in any hero unique. Very few of the random drop any hero uniques are going to be any good. They're fine for leveling and whatnot, if you get any of them. But generally, it's either rare drops from specific mobs or character-specific ones that are good. We too late here? Probably. I think we're probably too late. We spent a little time futzing on... oh, it's the Sentinels. Sentinel Wave is not good. We'll see. Maybe we can get one from... Doesn't make sense that we should be able to get one from the Mega Sentinel. In that he's a robot. Where is the Mega? Did they destroy the Mega? Am I blind? I'm just not seeing the Mega? It doesn't say any of the Sentinels have been destroyed. I don't know where the Mega Sentinel is. They must have already destroyed the Mega Sentinel, even though it doesn't say anything about it. What I'm going to do, Pinball Wizard, there is a guy named Wizard. I know nothing about the Wizard either. We're going to swap back into Thor, the Mighty. Whoosh. And Midtown Cosmic. To say things hit harder here is a vast understatement. Everything here will kick your ass. Also, my characters. All right, we're going in on the Man-Ape, M'Baku. That was a 1 million point hit. Well, more than a million, actually. Let's see what we can give him. How about... Oh, we didn't crit or Brutal Strike. So disappointing. Always disappointing when you bust out your biggest gun and it doesn't crit or Brutal Strike. Your crits can brutally strike, hence them being called Brutal Strikes, because if they were called potatoes, it wouldn't make any sense. What have we got? Midgard. We haven't gotten those guys yet on the... But at cosmic difficulty, 1.549 million. That's going to leave a mark on Man-Ape. I'm not monkeying around. This is no monkey business. I'll stop. He has a couple of very good items he drops. So that's why when he's up, if there's people wailing on him, even if a wave has started, it's probably worth taking a swing. All right. For those three of you who remember the movie Thor, Dark World, these are the elf bad guys from that. Oh, that was a couple of brutal hits in there. Whoop. Somebody hit me quite hard for 3/4 of my life. 10 eternity splinters. Got up to like 60 or 80 by now. Theoretically, if you're constantly doing stuff like this, Midtown, you're going to get an additional batch of at least 9 eternity splinters every 6 minutes, which basically means 90 plus an hour, which means that in about 4 hours you can buy another character of your choice. Whoop, that hurt a lot. Did not like it. So let's hit him with our big sig right as he vanished. That was poor. So the other players can join the missions. Oh yeah, this is actually an MMO. This is a real honest to God MMO. Now there are multiple instances of this map going right now, but they're all populated by, I don't know how many. I'm guessing somewhere around a dozen, but you might have more. I'm guessing, like 10 to 20 people per instance, if that. But in essence, yeah, it's an open world. When you're doing your random questing, if you're in a map and not an instanced space, it's multiplayer. Not just multiplayer, it's open world multiplayer. I'm not on a mission. This is an open world area. These are all players. There's 6 or 8 of us. 6 of us in here? Something like that. That's one of the things that makes it so fun, is you're not just playing on your own. Sure, when you're on a mission in an instanced space, you are. You can play with co-op with friends. And even better is if you want to, because this is emulated code, the guy who created the emulated code for the server, the code for the game I downloaded from Steam because I played when the game was live on Steam. There are other ways to get it. That's the easiest if you ever played the game when it was live. It's just to do that. But the server emulation is available on GitHub. You can run your own server, and it has the abilities to twiddle the knobs to let your friends play. So you can have a private server of your own and play with friends or by yourself. All in all, it's really just about the best imaginable case. We're on a shared server right now. It's the most populated. The guys running it seem to have a clue. Let's swap back really quick to Rogue and open up some more boxes on her. Well, even Nutso is better than that, so. X-Men. See, they have Havoc. I have no idea who Havoc is, other than evidently he's an X-Man. We can throw that one away. That one, due to a bug on the server side, cannot be sold. It's not a highly required and anticipated Kiss of the Viper. Do I know that one? We'll throw that in to the saving spot. So it plays like an ARPG, has a lot of the game features you would expect from an ARPG. That one's worth keeping. But it is also an MMO. Not a particularly, large scale, vast numbers of players playing at the same time, but it is an MMO. Raids, I think, are 10-person. I think. That gets put away. That gets put away. Not there. 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 That goes there. Those can go there. Get them out of the way a little bit. Sell some stuff. So the current amount of XP I need for an infinity point is 162 million. We're going to get that pretty quick here, because each of these boxes is worth over 1 million. Almost there. Infinity point, or an infinity point, are like powered up spec points. You can see the system here. I have 371 points. One of the things you'll see most people do, for instance, is if you can get to 150 of your points spent in any of the 6 infinity gems, you get +1 to all of your stats, which are big. So here, this is going to increase my attack speed by 25% and my move speed, and takes 171 points, which gets us to the +1 to all attributes bonus. I'm not sure where else we put them. Fighting, I think, because she's got fighting as one of her mains. Oh, we actually want to reduce. Yeah, we want that at 5. Is that, no, 6? 6 gets us 150. So that's another 2 points in each of the stats. And they all have abilities. They're all significant pluses to things like damage. Straightforward. All right, we've got 3 more uniques. That is the entire kit for her. We have all of her uniques, it seems like. Age of Apocalypse. That's 60, 60, 60, 60, and 60. That is all of her unique. She is now completely kitted out, and this is an extra orb, which is a big chunk of XP towards one of the infinity orbs. We'll go ahead and open the rest on her, and we'll switch back to Thor and just do some casual farming for the rest of the evening. We're about 2/10 of the way to the next infinity point. We now have 32 million out of 162 million. We can certainly replace... I cannot equip that item in that slot. Oh, they're uniques. Never mind. We'll sell the uniques. Sometimes you have to close and reopen a window to get the server to recognize what you're trying to do. All right, we've got all of her stuff. Off stream, I will run around and grab more. Let's go upstairs and see who's running around in the hub upstairs. Then we can just, you know, grab powers from. More choices is obviously better. Oh, we got that. That was Storm, I think. Got that. Don't know who that was. That looks... Don't know who that was. Oh, that's Iron Man. Do we have Iron Man? I don't think so. Yep, we got Iron Man now. That's Magic, I think. No? Yeah, that's Magic. There we go. We've got Magic. Magic, magic, magic. War Machine, I think. Yep. Colossus. Oh, no, no, don't run away. Don't run away until I... Hey, got Colossus just before he vanished. Is that the team up for Angel, I think? That is maybe Lady Loki? I'm not sure. No, that's another version of Rogue. I can't steal my own powers. That hardly seems fair. That's Beta Ray Bill version of Thor, but it's Thor's skill. We have the Silver Surfer. I already have that one. We've got Beast. Thank you, Beast. She-Hulk.
Don't you just love this town?
Not a player. Can't steal from them. That's disappointing. Did we get everybody in here? I think we got everyone who's in this instance of the hub. That's Iceman. We did get Iceman, didn't we? Yeah, good. Iceman's a good one. Iceman is one that makes basically everybody's rogue build. And these are the ones we've stolen so far, and these are, we can have three of them of their traits slotted, and then the rest are our own traits. So what do we got? 5, 10, 15, 21 heroes and villains so far. Looks like we've got another 40 to go, something like that. That is the Ice Golem power, which we want. I want to try the Ice Golem power. What can I say? I like pets. I like pet classes. Fun. Yeah, another police reference. And I that one, at least I remember. Most of the time, my mouth just, on its own, fills in the blanks in my chatter. And a lot of the time, I have no idea of what I just said. This time, I remembered saying magic, magic, magic. Why? Because EO. Is it though? Is it really firepower? I'm not sure. He's unstoppable. Of course he is. Here we go. Oh, I should, we already have all these heroes. I should see if there's... I already have that guy's stolen power. That's Deadpool. I already have that power. Don't know who it was. I'm just grabbing them random. That is Jubilee. Got another one. That was... not sure who. Already had that power.
Be glad that you survived this fight.
That's Juggernaut. We just stole Juggies. Oh, that was Taskmaster? I could have sworn we already had Taskmaster. That was Storm. You can't pin this on me. I got friends. They do have a lot of the same repetitive voice work. You do hear it a lot over time. We'll head back downstairs to the opening because you don't want to just needlessly piss away a whole bunch of XP when it takes so much to get additional infinity points. So you might as well open them in a good place. This is not as good as the one I already have. I think my primaries are fighting and durability on this character. So I think, yeah, that one's probably already better. It does sound a bit dirty. I'd never thought about that. Congratulations, you've out-dirtied me. That is an accomplishment. You know, I'd spit in the gutter, but I'd hit my mind. Well, neither of those is any good. That's not any good. Yes, yes, you've outdone me. I was going to say out-bottomed me, but that would be even worse. It's a rare gift you have. To out-naughty me. How about that? Out-naughtying. Yeah, I don't remember the Kiss of the Viper getting that anywhere before, period. So that gets saved, even though the odds are it's not especially good or important, simply because I don't remember seeing it before. Let us get Thor back out. Pardon the yawn. Old man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you are. There you go, another musical reference for you. Oh, 4 bosses. It's Bullseye and Lady Deathstrike and Elektra and here comes a Bullseye. He's one of the ones that nobody in their right mind likes. Not because his voice is annoying, although it is slightly annoying. No, it's a more practical matter of... he's a one-shotter. There are a couple of bosses, 3 of them I can think of on the top of my head, who can one-shot you. Rhino and Juggernaut both do it basically by drawing a big tell on the ground as to where they're going to run, and if you're standing there when they run, you die.
And we will
Bullseye has the same sort of thing. He gives you a warning that you get a bullseye icon over your head. And you have a couple of seconds to get the hell out of the way, or he one-shots you. But when you have visual clutter, and this game has a little bit of visual clutter, I think you'll agree. Sometimes you don't notice. You'll notice somebody there had over their head had the icon for "You're about to die" from him. And as you can see, at cosmic level, a whole shitload of stuff drops. If someone were to say, "Is that too much loot?" I think a lot of us would go, could we get half as much loot that was twice as good? That would be great. Simply because going through it takes a while. Not that we don't like as much loot as we can get. We do. It just does take a while to go through. I've also been going through it by swapping in and out to other heroes, just trying to generally improve the gear on a lot of my heroes and villains. I do have a heart of gold. I have seen Neil Young live just once. It was after his Tron album, and so it was electronic music. So it wasn't, classic stuff, although I will say that the electronic version of Mr. Soul he did fucking kicked ass. I'm going down below for the opening again, DM. Who shall we swap in now? Nova. He's kind of boring. Oh my. 10 Odin marks. That's really nice haul. We are currently at 807 Odin marks. I believe 1,000 would be required to enchant all of your uniques. And you'd want to make sure your uniques were the ones you wanted. Odin marks are like a significant blocker to let's call it the overpowered state in the game. These are so much better than what he's using. Holy crap. So if you hold the Alt, it'll show you the percentage rolls. Anything in red is below 50% of the value. So if the roll is between 100 and 200, 150 and below would show up as in red. Up to 75, I believe, shows up in yellow. And then above that shows up in green. You can see those values. There's one in red and it's barely below 50%. Most importantly, the energy is better by 1 and the speed is better by 2 than what he currently has in that slot. And so those are a huge improvement. The Allfather's eye patch is a Loki or Thor only item. Kind of cool. But also, due to a bug in the database somewhere, you can't sell it. You can only throw it away. All right, let's see. He is speed and energy are his primaries. You'll note we've got almost 60 points in stats on Thor. Again? I do like that EBM and Jukebox and Stanley Beamish, thank you again for the ludicrous generosity. My condolences to those who've gotten You're now under a moral obligation to hang out here more because you've got a sub. I'm sorry. Suds Maker, excellent name. Jukebox, one of my buddies. Stanley Beamish, one of my buddies. Engelbert Meow, of course. And Red Hawk 1765. Little known fact, he's actually the best. The other 1764 kind of suck. Thank you again. Hi, Juke. How you doing? It was him. It was Dark Machinist again. It was him. He done it. Thank you, DM. Hi, Juke. You didn't do anything wrong, okay? It's not your fault. Why he chose to punish you, I do not know. Oh, you've been lurking? Been lurking? Thank you. I appreciate that. This is slightly better than the one I was using, so we've already got 2 upgrades here. We got one of the Cargill's Cosmically Enhanced Rewrites. That's a keeper. I think that's my 4th one of those. They have different stats, but Cosmically Enhanced Uniques are especially powerful because they have a additional cosmic affix. The good ones in particular, like 1,000 defense or 1,500 dodge, something like that. That was the one-armed man. Or possibly, I was going to say your evil twin, but the odds are actually pretty fair that you are the evil twin. Sorry, it's not my fault. Thank you, Dark Machinist. You are too kind. We have another hat, probably not as good as the hat we just got. In fact, not as good as the hat we just got. We're about halfway to our next delicious point, though, our next infinity point. I actually liked the old system better. They had a different system before they brought the infinity system in. There was a big overhaul of the game. I don't know, maybe 6 months or a year before they shut it down, where they rolled out a console version. And to make the console version work, they had to make a lot of changes in the game. Significant ones. So, for instance, you can see at the bottom over here, we've got 8 slots right in our hotbar. That's all you can have. You have to choose from your 8 powers. It used to be you could hit Control, at least I think it was Control, and pop up another hotbar. And I think you might have been able to get a 3rd hotbar up. So for characters like Doctor Strange, what you would do is in mid-fight, you'd really quickly bring up the 2nd hotbar, hit like 3 or 4 additional spells, and then go back to your main hotbar rotation. So that's the kind of culling they did, simplifying it also to work on controller. But they simplified a lot of the game systems in the game to make it fit on console. I can't say that they were improvements, generally speaking. Well, I could say it, but I'd be fibbing. And I never lie. Unless you count that last thing I just said, which was a lie. But they had a different system before the Infinity system that I actually liked better. I liked it better, but I'm not sure it was more balanced. It probably wasn't more balanced. It had a lot more options in it. Sell all those. We got to be getting close to 1 million again, or 10 million. Yeah, we're getting very close to 10 million. So what do you do if the currency cap is 10 million? I'll show you. Although you can't see it. I'll tell you what I'm typing. I type in exclamation point, or bang, as we old-time computer guys say. Item, space, credit, chest. And what does that do? That takes 500,000 of your credits away and gives you a box that you can sell for 500,000 credits. Basically allows you to bank more than the game allows you to have. I'm not sure why you would need more than that. I guess if you're doing a lot of spamming rerolls on items and stuff, having that much money. What's in the box? Well, in this case, there are 2 boxes and they each have 500,000 credits. Item, credit, chest. How about one more? Bang, item, credit, chest. Okay, so what do you do with your credit chests, you ask? Go ahead, you can ask. Why, you stick them in your bank. And so I have just a little under 8 million credits, and right there, that is 18.5 million more credits. That's what's in the box. That's not better. That one is better. Better? Better. Not good, but better. My credit score is through the roof. It's like I've got boxes of money just sitting around. Kind of weird, really, when you think about it. Okay, is this one better than the one we currently have? There are no stats. It has slightly more brutal strike and critical hit rating. And we give up attack speed and move speed. The 3% attack speed, I think, makes the one we currently have better. Magneto Medallion. Not bad. Probably a keeper. Now, amongst the quality of life things they have in here, it used to cost, I think, 400 Eternity Splinters to buy a hero's stash tab. Now it costs 1G, which is 4/9 of an Eternity Splinter. So they have also added things in just to make servers better for players. Shocker Medallion. Oh, sorry. But not a very good one. That is team up gear. Because I've opened so many boxes, my team ups are pretty well equipped. With loot and stuff. Long live the shocker indeed, my friend. This has a significant chunk of health, only slightly less attack speed. I think the health and damage reduction make this a small but definite improvement. And this is kind of how you have to, over time, marginally improve your heroes and villains, the characters you have. Doctor Strange insignia when you hit with a damage over time power. I think we've got one of those, and hey, it's better than nothing. So now we've got something that's better than nothing. That's just like science, you know? Okay, we're back here. We go here and there. We have a lot of runes. Some of these are quite rare, quite difficult to get a hold of. On the other hand, we've got ones where we've got, 30 or almost 30 of them, and then we've got other ones that are very difficult to get a hold of. That goes there. Where are we putting the Cargills? As you can see, no shortage of stash tabs. A lot of these, especially the ones where I've got a bajillion of leveling uniques, are going to go eventually. Where'd I put the Cargills? In here? No. Where are the Cargills? There are the Cargills. We have 5 of them now. 3 to all attributes, 2, 3, 3, 2. And you can see the cosmic powers vary. That is cooldown on signature powers, increased dodge by 1500. And those will make some characters, I would expect. That goes there. And that one is Crossbones Medallion. I'm Crossbones. I'll be taking you down today. Which I think means that he's buying us lunch. Back to Thor. And we go back to Midtown Cosmic. Note how long that took me to kit out.
Yo, Thor, I was so party the other night. You could barely keep up with me.
I didn't finish chapter 8? I must have. Oh, maybe I didn't. Oh, I didn't. Doom's Castle. Doom's Castle's a really long mission. Part of it is shared world. The castle itself is instanced. You know, this guy's parked illegally. I'd swear he's actually parked in front of a mailbox, which is against the law. So I'm going to have to move you, sir. I'm sure that'll buff out.
So fragile.
It's perfectly legal for me to be here, officer. Don't worry. Green Goblin gathered a team of supervillains. Well, I know that I've got to keep my eye on the rhino who's about to charge. If I'd been standing in that, and that he was so kind to demonstrate for us, like right there. He's about to charge again. There he goes. You stand in the way of that, you die. So I suggest not. There he goes again. Bullseye again. We really hate Bullseye. I believe I mentioned before, Bullseye, it's all the one-shotters. We just hate the one-shotters. Whoops! That was a little bit too close. Do not run in front of any of the big, heavy, let's call them heavy, the round boys. It still sounds, every time she says it, like she's saying, your face is sealed. I know it's fate, it just doesn't sound like fate, you know? Who's stupid now? Is that a trick question, Rhino? Because I'm pretty sure if you're asking, wow, I almost stepped in front of Rhino, which would have made me the stupid one. So, shutting up now. All right, there goes Bullseye. Enormous, festering jackhole that he is. It sounds like face. I know she's saying your fate is sealed. I know it's meant to sound like imposing and scary. That's not what it sounds like. How about where'd you go, Rhino? How about 665,000? That's so disappointing. Whoop! I don't see him. When he says clear the way, I try to. I try to see where he's going and make sure I'm not there. Whoop, like that. Okay, he's headed east. How about Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, 708,000. Disappointing. Clearing the way.
Animal wannabes never get the details right.
Do not stand in the way of those bad, bad men, Juggernaut and Rhino. Nobody likes the one-shotter mobs. They're just nobody's favorite. Anything else? Nope. We'll go through one more batch of this loot here, and then I think I'll probably call it an evening. I will be back tomorrow for 2 sessions, I expect.
Come on, kitty. Drop the jewels.
An early session where we'll start playing the new VOE Guild Wars 2 content. And then a later session where we'll be continuing to play the content and enjoying, I expect, leisure adult beverages. These are the equivalent of the lockboxes in the game, the fortune cards. These are the cosmic ones that can drop during Midtown, because I'm in the cosmic map difficulty. Most of the time you're going to get commons, which are a chest of 10 Odin marks would be about the best thing you can get out of that. Then you've got rares, epics, and the super epics can include a random costume, which would be awesome. But we got a ring. Not a particularly good one, although the ring we're currently using isn't that freaking great either. Again, as I've mentioned, the Allfather's eye patch is a unique for Loki and Thor, but you can't sell it. Or drop it for others. You can only throw it away. Sad, really. I mean, I've got a couple good ones salted away in case I ever need one for a different build. That's not good. Don't need that. Mayhaps. Mayhaps is a bit formal. That is a perfect, no, almost perfect, a very, very good Venom medallion. Yeah, worth keeping. We'll open the Odin boxes now, as those are mostly just the XP. An occasional Odin mark, maybe a rune or two. Hey, it's my personality! An advanced reactive repulsor. Oh, that's right. I didn't want to open these up with Thor because I already have really, really good uniques for Thor because I've gone through probably 200 or 300 of them getting really good stats on them. This one's got one bad stat, but all the rest are good. And keep in mind, each one of those stats is a roll between 1 and 100. Literally, it's just a D100 roll. Which is kind of a nifty mechanic when you think about it. What do we got? We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stats on this item. In this case, only 1 on the good item is actually below average. The other 9 are all above average. But it does mean that, at least for an item like that, getting a really, really good one is hard to do. Hey, Lone Star Wolf. Let me drop off these runes into their appropriate basket. And the relics. My relic slots are empty on all my characters. The thing is you can have up to 1,000 of any given relic on a character. The most I have right now is probably about 187, it looks like. And each one gives you 1 life per relic, but also has other bonuses. This area damage, double the normal relic health bonus. Oh, okay, so that one has 200 health instead of 100 health. This is damage with basic powers, move speed, damage with melee, dealing damage when you get hit, health when you hit somebody, crit damage rating, summoning damage, defense, spirit, which is usually this, whatever the name of this is, depends on the hero and how much they initially start with. Damage rating to ranged powers, damage over time powers, and tenacity. The game is not back technically. What it is there is primarily one guy, but I think he had help, who has reverse engineered the servers. It is available on GitHub. You can run it on your own computer and play on your own world. I am playing on a shared world. This is the biggest. Right now, I'm going to guess there are probably 700 or 800 players playing on their. They have two servers that they're merging, I think, on Friday of this week. So we're looking at, because it's Midtown Monday, if you played, you remember how much fun that was. We're looking about 600 to 800, I think, right now, probably. Could be as much as 1,000. If you're interested in playing, mhtahiti.com. That's the server I'm on. It's by far the biggest server. There are a few other publicly available servers, but this one is by far the biggest. And it's been a blast. It's been up for, I think, about a month and a half. And in that time, /played, as Thor, I have played for 21 hours, but my total time played since it came back is 247 hours. I've been playing a lot. Yeah, if you enjoyed the game, MH for Marvel Heroes, Tahiti, if you saw the TV show, Tahiti is a marvelous place. It has right up to the end of the game, right up to the last release, because you'll be playing the actual Steam client. If you played it on Steam and ever put a penny into the game, you can still download it on Steam. And all you need to do is add one line to change the destinations for the server, one line in the Steam launch. And they'll connect you to this. You'll want to create a character on the website, and you're ready to go. It's got everything. Now, what it doesn't have, obviously, you can't buy Gs, right? So what they do is they allow you to convert like any number of Eternity Shards into Gs. The rate is 400 Eternity Splinters for 900 Gs, but you get a lot more splinters. If you're playing, basically, like you're running around Midtown grabbing splinters, every 6 minutes you get a splinter drop, and you get at least 9 of them, which means you're getting 90 Eternity Splinters an hour, which means you can buy a random hero box for 2 hours of play. If there's a specific hero or villain you want, you can buy after 4 hours and a quarter. So that's how they opened up everything in the store. They just give you a bunch more Eternity Splinters than you used to get, and you can convert them into Gs. So right now, I can give you a quick look. Here's my hero synergy. I have 30 odd characters at level 60. And if you played a lot of the game, I'm betting that your hero synergy at some point started to look a lot like this one. So yeah, it is back. It occasionally you don't get quite as fast a performance as you used to from the server, but it's never really bothered me. It's noticed occasionally you get a little bit of lag. Your attacks seem like they're coming off like a quarter of a second slower, but that's only occasional, and it's been great. It's just really great to have this game because it's so much fun to just blast. It is Midtown Monday, just like they used to have when the game was live. I'm playing Cosmic difficulty, Midtown Madness, and walking away from like each wave of boss with like 20 or 30 boxes to open. And I'm about to open another few boxes. Let's see, who was I going to go with next? Let's go with Magneto. Right now, I'm gathering the boxes on Thor, but I'll be opening them up elsewhere. So right now, I'm just trying to get better uniques for all of my heroes and villains.
Smiles upon me this day.
But it is the same PC client that the game had at the very end of business. Literally the exact same client. That's nowhere near as good, and that one is also nowhere near as good. Also improved, the individual hero boxes cost 1G each. The individual stash boxes cost 1G each. You'll be able to have a stash filled with, what is it, like almost 100 stash tabs. Basically, if you enjoyed the game, it is back. And while certainly, if Disney was to throw a bunch of lawyers at the guys running this server, they'd probably have to shut it down. But the server code is out in the wild. There's no putting it back. But since you just popped in, okay, how about one more batch of Cosmic Midtown with Thor? The guy or guys who did the server technology have done an absolutely stellar job. Oh, it's going to be 2 minutes. Well, we can beat up M'Baka then. Oh, that's Black Cat. We don't want Black Cat. We want him because he can drop lots of good stuff. I will not accept the party invitation because I'm not going to be on for much longer. Let's back off. Let's hit him with our signature. Oh, 1.4 million. That had to hurt. There he goes. And, you know, it's Midtown Madness. Cosmic level, so lots of loot.
Your fate is sealed.
If you enjoyed the game, can't recommend it enough. But remember this, anytime you're opening your boxes, Shield Training Room, Cosmic level, 240% experience. Pro tip. Even getting the cards and stuff. Oh, those are terrible numbers. All right, that's a level 50 Uru Forged. Relics. That's not as good as what we have. Bunch more uniques. Those we throw away because we'd be selling them otherwise, but one little bug, you can't sell them. You can sell the others, can't sell those for whatever reason. Those are not as good as what I'm currently using. We'll sell those. And I am going to call it an evening. So tomorrow, early session, Guild Wars 2 with the new expansion stuff. Probably I will not be doing it right at the 9 a.m. Pacific launch time. It will probably be sometimes between 10 and noon, depending what time I get up and how much stuff I have to do on my own first. I'm looking in the wrong place. Here we are. Excellent. Remove that. Add another one of those. And then the evening session will start at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. And I will be playing more Guild Wars 2, and I will be most likely enjoying adult leisure beverages to excess. But that's the plan. And then we'll be playing more Guild Wars probably from Thursday on. Probably will not be streaming on Wednesday because of the aforementioned adult leisure beverages. Yay! I want to thank you all for hanging out very much. As always, I am very, very appreciative. I'm going to check and see. I'm going to raid Gwen. Gwen Akami, Guild Wars 2 player, currently playing Guild Wars 2. I'm going to give him a little raid. If you are watching on YouTube, I am sorry, we cannot raid across a hype chest. I got a hype chest. I'm going to open that. I got Endler Love emote. Sure, I'll share that. Why not? So I'm going to raid Gwen. So give me a minute to get my shit together, although historically, me getting my shit together takes longer than a minute. Let's see, raid. Search and filter. Gwen is good, folks. He's playing Guild Wars 2. Looks like he's running around in the library in the Priory right now. I want to thank you guys again. I'm going to raid Gwen. Should be back tomorrow early and then again later. Thanks again. Take care, everyone, and ciao for now. It should be happening anytime now. 3, 2, 1. Take care, guys, and ciao for now.